if you're going to change a thermostat in a 1997 to a 2001 Ford Explorer or Mercury Mountaineer with the 302 V8, now this pertains to the 97 to 2001 Ford Explorer and the 97 to 2001 Mercury Mountaineer. They come with a 5.0 liter engine, V8. Right up here, the front of your engine, okay, this is my Mercury Mountaineer 2000 model. Your upper radiator hose at the very end of it, you have your, right here, you have your thermostat. Right down there, you see I've already taken it out. And all you need is a pair of channel locks. A 13 millimeter wrench, like this right here, 13 millimeter, a 13 millimeter socket. And I've already taken this off. The upper radiator hose hooks to this, and this goes right down there where I showed you. See where let me move this hose out of the way. See right down there? That's where the this housing goes back. This right here goes back just like this, with actually like this. It goes back just like that. You can see a bolt here and a bolt here. And if you look at this housing, the thick part is on the left side of this thermostat housing. The longest bolt goes to the top left. That's the longer bolt. The shorter bolt goes on the right side, the thin part of the housing. So all you need is a 13 millimeter wrench, 13 millimeter socket with 3/8 ratchet. You need some red RTV high temp silicone. And I bought a gasket to go back here for my thermostat, but you don't need it. All you need is this to make your gasket. You take the red RTV and you go right around here, go completely around the bolt hose, and all you want is a thin to medium. All you want is a thin to medium coating all the way around the boats right here. So go around the boats, the boat hose, the boats need to be out. Go around here, and go all the way around. Make sure it's all the way around your boats with the red RTV. Then you just bolt it back up down there. It's easy peasy. But before you take the thermostat out, take the top, your radiator cap off. That allows air into the radiator. And you don't want antifreeze to drain or drip to the ground. So right underneath here, I used a bucket. And also, if you let all the fluid drain out, you can see if it's in good shape. Now mine's still in good shape, like new. It's light green looking, which is healthy antifreeze. Right underneath the bottom of the 302 V8 engine, you will have a drain plug. See that white drain plug right there? You can unloosen it with your hand or with the vice grips. Vice grips, your hand, a pair of pliers, or channel locks. Turn it to the left. That's your drain cock. You put your bucket right underneath that valve, turn that white valve to the left, open it up, and it will drain. So that's what I did. I drained it first. To go back, you put it back just like I told you. Take these two bolts out. The longest bolt goes to the left side of the housing. See here, one's longer than the other. If you look on this housing, the left side is thicker. That goes back towards the engine. And then to take the radiator hose loose right here, these clamps, all you need is your pair of channel locks. I hope this helps somebody. Put a medium to light coating around the housing, around the bolt hose. And this big hole right here is for your bypass hose. And the bypass hose, it has two little bitty clamps. Let me see if I can get this down there. You see that right there? It has two little bitty clamps, and they're screw clamps. I can show you. Let me spin it around. Hold on, bear with me. Anyway, yeah, let me spin it around with my hand. Bear with me. And you can see, you see right there, that little hose, that's her bypass hose. And what that allows water to run through the engine, and it bypasses the thermostat. It does it going into the radiator. The water that runs through the little bypass hose circulates through the engine to keep the engine cool. It doesn't even go through the thermostat. So it's important to make sure this is hooked back up. I did not take it loose from the water pump. There's the other little bracket. You can use if you want to take that off and change this bypass hose out, that's fine. I probably should have, but I don't have one. That's 8 millimeter bolt, or you can use a standard screwdriver. See that little slot? And I hope this helps somebody. It's easy peasy. And when you put the red RTV back on here, tighten, snug it up. Snug all this up, the bolts. And when you snug it up, turn it maybe a half a turn and leave it. You don't have to torque it down. Snug it up, turn it about another half a turn and leave it. Allow it to set up about an hour, hour and a half, and you're ready to go. When you remove the radiator clamp and remove the upper radiator hose, and you take the thermostat housing loose, take those two bolts out. When you pull the thermostat housing out and you take your old thermostat out, be sure to take a plastic scraper and scrape. If somebody used a gasket, you'll probably have black cloth, like cardboard looking stuff, material around the engine and also on the thermostat housing with the neck where the radiator hose goes on. Make sure to take a flat scraper, scrape the old gasket from the engine and also from the thermostat housing where the neck is, the front part of it. Scrape that clean, wipe it clean before you put your RTV on there. Now you got it. One important thing I was about to forget, I've got a light on because it's almost dark out here. Your thermostat goes with the spring towards the engine. See that spring? Once you put your red RTV in this thermostat housing, the thermostat will go in here like this with the spring towards the engine. So it goes back together like this. See, here's the housing. The spring goes towards the engine. And also, since you're changing your thermostat, why not go back with a new radiator cap? Go back with a new radiator cap. They're only about $5, $6 at Advance, AutoZone, O'Reilly's. That's the way it should look right here, my friends. All the way around the housing, all the way around the bolt hose with the red RTV. I will allow it to dry for about 15 minutes. Then I will put it on. You can go ahead and put your thermostat in there if you want to. And remember, the spring goes towards the engine. And it goes just like this. Seats inside the housing here. Let me show you. Easy peasy, my friends. How hard is that? So easy a caveman can do it. When it is fixed, you see that red RTV down there? Okay, I've got the housing back together. That's the way it should look. Make sure you got that little bitty bracket right there with the screw. You see that with the screw? That's the bypass hose. That's the left side of the front thermostat housing, the left upper top. Make sure that small hose is attached back on there. Tighten that little screw. And you should see, once you snug it up there, that bolt and also the bolt on the left side right there, that bolt, top of the thermostat housing, behind the upper radiator neck, and that bolt. Snug them up there, turn them another about half a turn, and you'll see red RTV all the way around the thermostat housing. We're ready to go. All we got to do now is put the top radiator hose back with the vise, with the, you can use the channel locks. Pinch this right here shut. Put your hose on first, pinch this shut, and slide it all the way back down to here, and you're finished. Tighten the drain caulk on the bottom of the radiator. Put your radiator, or coolant, excuse me, put your coolant back into the radiator, top it off. After it gets warm, open it back up, let the bubbles come out. Make sure to let the bubbles come out, and then you'll probably have to add a little bit more, and make sure the reservoir over here, the radiator coolant reservoir, is where it should be when it's on code. There's a line down there. All right, that does it. Easy peasy. Holler at you.